Hey everybody, Merry Chris here, and it is time for a new video, a new sort of video that, first for the channel. One I've been meaning to make for a couple weeks now, but I've been busy. But this is the first video going up that is not manga related in any way, really. Now, yes, this is a manga channel. The majority of videos going up will be about manga, but I also want to make videos about other stuff that I like besides just manga. You know, I like tons of other things. So this is the first of those sorts of videos, and I figured I would make it about a little something I got myself for a little early birthday present. I turned 21 this year, the big number, one of the big numbers. So like a couple weeks ago before my birthday, I've been looking around, just like not really sure, because I usually get something for myself for my birthday, but I wasn't quite sure. And then like I just fell into a rabbit hole of watching a bunch of videos, and I wound up getting myself a refurbished PlayStation 2. This is a PS2 Slim. It's the ceramic white model. It's not the 9000, but it's one of the ones before that. But it's little. It's about the size of my head. Growing up, PS2 was the first console I ever owned. Like, I think we had it. We got it a couple months after I was born. So I had one all the way up through I think my sophomore year of high school, and then it broke. The disc stopped reading, and the fan wouldn't work. So we were like, sad to say we had to scrap it. We also traded in all the games to buy a Xbox, which was the next console. But yeah, that's nothing for right now. But there's a lot of nostalgia behind this. I didn't have a PS2 Slim. I had a fat PS2 Fat, big boy. So when I got this, I was like, is this right? Like, the box it came in was really small. I was like, is this right? They didn't just send like the peripherals in this box, did they? But yeah, PS2 Slim. It's very little. Everything works. I've been playing a couple games on it. Not a lot, just because there's a lot of stuff going on right now, school-wise, and there's just a lot of other video games that just have come out, like Pokemon, Elden Ring. As of today's filming, I am waiting for my copy of Elden Ring to be delivered, and then I'm going to play it for the rest of the day once it downloads. But yeah, so I haven't played much, but I've been playing my fair share of my PS2, and I am very happy to have it. I also got with it, besides the games, which I'll get into in a second, I got a little third-party wireless controller, just to, you know, I have a dog. I don't want to have any wires that there doesn't have to be, just in case she wants to, you know, be stupid and start chewing on cords. This is just a third-party wireless controller. And then to get it to work on my TV, all the TVs I have don't have an AV port. They don't have the three red, yellow, and white cables. They don't have the whatever the other one is too. But I got this little guy. It's called the Pound HD Link cable. It's specifically for PS2. This company makes them for PlayStation 2, I believe Nintendo 64, and I believe the first Xbox, but I might not be right on the Nintendo. But I know they have it for this and the first Xbox. This little guy basically, he converts the PS2 into an HDMI format, and also this little guy has a little. I don't have the cable with me. It's plugged into my TV right now. I don't really want to unplug it. But this little guy has a micro USB port on the side of this little unit, and it's powered, and it upscales the graphics to 720p resolution, which is pretty nice. It also, since it's powered, it diverts some of the power from the actual PS2, just so it doesn't overheat or, you know, overpower, you know, the older stuff. Because, you know, this console's old enough to. Yeah, this console's the same age as me. So yeah, I've got one more controller, and the place I got it from did send it with a wired controller, and I've got all the AV cables, but I just got it. I got it used. It's refurbished. The lens reader, the disc reader, sorry, has been replaced with a new one. It's been cleaned. You know, there's no dust or anything. It works. It's been tested. It has all the stuff that it's supposed to have. You can get used PS2s basically anywhere. There's a few on eBay, but I was like, 80. Some of these, it's like, did they really work? But that's why I went with guaranteed refurbished, you know. But I will get into the games now because I got a lot of games. So getting into the games, when I was looking for them, I tried to pick up a few that I remembered having as a kid, and a few that I knew like were good, but I just never got, or just a few that were like, I've never heard of this. Let's pick it up. So starting it off, the only PS1 game that I picked up. And I forgot to mention this. I got memory cards and all that stuff. I got everything you need. The only PS1 game I got is Crash Bandicoot 2. It's the greatest hit version. It's got the disc. All these discs are in pretty good condition. I made sure none of them were so scratched they couldn't read. But PS1 version of Crash Bandicoot 2, which is the first game I have vivid memories of playing. Like in my entire life, this is probably the first video game I ever played. So it's nice to have it back. Getting into the rest of them, these next three are part of a series that I absolutely love. We got Ace Combat 4, Shattered Skies. I am on the last level of this one. It's the trench run level that all these games have. But yeah, love this game. Love this game to death. This is probably my favorite game I ever played growing up. Yeah, freaking love this game. Here is Ace Combat 5, the Shadow War. Comes with a manual. The other one didn't. And then here is Ace Combat 0. This one, they put the actual stickers on the game, the box art, so I can't really take them off without ruining it, which is a little annoying, but it's not too bad. And this one also comes with a manual. But speaking of Ace Combat, I did not realize that a couple years ago, Ace Combat 7 came out. I thought that they stopped after the ones for the Xbox, because I know the ones for the Xbox kind of sucked. But I did not realize that a new one, Ace Combat 7, was even a thing. So that, yeah, I was been playing that. I got a flight stick controller for my Xbox just for that game. Freaking love it. It's awesome. It's a flight jet fighter simulator, but also has a plot that's straight out of an anime, which is freaking awesome. It's very also corny, but yeah, it's a great game. If you like simulator jet games, get all of them. They're amazing. These three might be the ones that I'll probably play the most out of all of these ones that I've got here. So next up, we've got ATV Quad Racing 2. This one I used to play with my dad all the time, so I picked that up and we played a few laps, played a few races. Still, the soundtracks for a lot of these racing games, it's like they don't deserve to be as good as they are. Because a lot of the music that's in them is like music that the type of music I still listen to today, which tells you something right there. But yeah, we've got this one. We've also got MX vs ATV Unleashed. This one I got recommended by a friend who I work with. He played this one all the time. Continuing the racing games, we've got ATV Off-Road Fury. Off-Road Fury 2. This one didn't come with a manual. And Off-Road Fury 3. I've played a little bit of all of these. I haven't put much time into any of them, just sort of playing them for the nostalgia. But yeah, these I played all the time. All the time. Like I memorized one of the freestyle maps. It was, yeah. I had a problem with racing games growing up. So all of these next games are ones that I either saw and thought they would be, interesting, or were recommended by people on Instagram. I put out a poll a while ago, like, what are you guys' favorite PS2 games? Got a whole bunch of responses back and tried to pick up as many of them as I could. And yeah, so let's get into these ones. So starting it off, we've got Rogue Galaxy. This is probably the newest out of all the PS2 games that I've got. Also got Star Ocean. This one did come with a like a sleeve, like a cover, but it was really ratty. This one has 2 discs and a manual. Another RPG. I really like RPGs. This is probably the one I spent the most on. Stella Deus. It's basically, I played it for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and it's basically, it's a lot like, the combat's a lot like Fire Emblem, that sort of tactical RPG sort of grid system combat, which is what I really like, but I also mainly got it because the artwork is phenomenal. Yeah, this one cost me about $50, so yeah, but I'm glad I got it. It's fun. Again, I've been too busy to really get into it, but it's fun. The dialogue's a little kooky, but you know, it's a PS2 game. It's from 2005, I believe, 5 or 6. I can't remember. I'm terrible with dates. This one is pretty cool. Minor correction. I did play this game a little bit. That is a factory sealed copy of Monster Hunter, the original Monster Hunter. I did play this game a little bit. I was talking with a friend of mine who also played this game, and he said he recommended that I don't open it, just because for those who played the OG Monster Hunter, it is very difficult without the online servers. It is very hard to play by yourself. It's very much a grindy game. It's very grindy. It's there's a lot, again, you know, this is in a time where there's no patches or bug fixes, so there's still bugs. But yeah, I've got a factory sealed PS2 game, which I probably will never open, just because I don't want to bring back the memories of Monster Hunter. At least the first one. Monster Hunter Rise has been really fun. Monster Hunter World was really fun, but the first one was a bit grindy, and that's saying something. Next up, we've got Crash Bandicoot Mind Over Mutant. I actually had this game on the Wii, and I saw it was on the PS2, so I picked this up. I've not played it yet, but I remember playing this one, and it's pretty fun. Next up, we've got Star Wars Battlefront 2. I played this one for about an hour or so. Graphics compared to, the new Star Wars Battlefront compared to this, it's like, oh my god. But this was pretty fun. I remember playing this one at my friend's house all the time. But yeah, the graphics was like, oh wow. I don't remember them being that bad. But yeah, but it was fun. I'll probably get into this one a little bit more. Next up, we've got Final Fantasy 12. Yep, manual, all that good stuff. I've heard this one's good. This one I got recommended from Instagram. I tried to get, speaking of RPGs, since we're almost through all of them, I tried to get a copy of Dragon Quest, I believe it's 8, is the one for PS2. But like every time I try to get a copy, I'd either sell before I could get down and buy it, or I'd get outbid, stuff like that. But that's one I'm still working on finding, just because I know that one has been highly recommended. Next up is Shadow of the Colossus. I remember, man, this'll tell you how. Well, I'm 21, but I remember watching. Does anyone remember the channel G4? Because I do. And there was a show on there, I can't remember what it was called, but it was about video games. I watched it all the time, and they had like an episode that would air all the time that was all about like Shadow of the Colossus. I think it also did about like God of War in that episode. But yeah, I just remember watching that episode so much, because I never got I never got this game when it came out. I don't have a PlayStation, so I can't really play the new version of it. But yeah, this one has a little bit of sentimental value, just because I remember that TV show, and I know they brought it back, but it's been a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, if anyone else remembers that show, leave it down in the comments. It'll be interesting to see. Second to the end, we've got Tenchu, Wrath of Heaven. This one was recommended as well. I got this copy. It's one of the more disc damaged ones that I've gotten. It's a little, can't really see it in the light, but it's a little scratch. Ooh, you can see. Hello, that's me. Hello. You can can't really see, but there's some scratches on it. It plays just fine, and funnily enough, so this was one of the first ones that arrived. Like, most of the games showed up before the PS2 itself showed up, which was pretty funny. But you know, here's the manual. But the guy I bought it from, he made on the little eBay packing slip. He also typed in all the cheat codes, all the little button prompts and all the little manipulations in the start menu for all the new different cheats. And I was like, oh, that'll come in handy. But yeah, I played a little bit of this one. The controls are a little weird. I'll probably get into it in a little bit later. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this one. I've heard it's very good. And last but not least, we've got Kingdom Hearts 1. I know Kingdom Hearts has its whole thing. I never played any of them. I got this mainly just to see what they're all about. I know Kingdom Hearts 1 is probably the roughest of all of them, because they get polished as more games come out. But you know, this has a lot of nostalgia for a lot of people, so I figured I'd pick it up and see what it's all about. So that is everything I got for the PS2. I'll probably get a couple more games, but that'll be, you know, a while from now. It's been a lot of fun finding all these games and playing them again. I'm really glad that I managed to get one that was, you know, repaired, worked. Just because I know used electronics, it's hit or miss sometimes. That is it for today's video, guys. This is the first of probably a few video game related videos that'll go up. There won't be any sort of gameplay stuff, just sort of me talking about video games, computer stuff, all that sort. I like talking about my hobbies, and this is like the perfect platform to do that. Instagram will still be only manga, but the YouTube channel will have a little bit of variety. Hopefully that doesn't, you know, ruffle anybody's feathers. But yeah, that is everything for today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video. See ya.